welcome back. I'm Heather. I'm Director of Education here at Luminess. Guys, we're here each and every day for you. We are here at 10, 11, and 3 every day, Central Time, so you learn more and more about Luminess. So anywhere from our skincare to our color cosmetics and, of course, to our airbrushing, which we're known for. And so the 10 o'clock, we kind of went over some skincare. I actually put on some Velvet Veil, and so we're going to start airbrushing now. I am going to use, let's see, what do I want to use this time? I'll use our CC Concealer. Hey, Cindy. I did do a 10:30 on our beauty page, so I actually had to wipe my makeup off. But I did apply the Velvet Veil again. Hey, Linda. Hey, Andy. Robin. So I did apply the Velvet Veil again. So we're going to start with the CC Concealer. With our Velvet Veil, you want to airbrush. You're not going to want to do any traditional makeup because it does not allow a lot of movement. So now another product might, some don't. I know that our concealers do not allow a lot of movement with them. But you just have to try it to see if it does or doesn't work. So hello, Lysandra. All right, so now I'm going to go in and I'm going to start with our CC Concealer. I'm going to use this under my eyes. I'm going to use this to cover some of my redness, to cover my friends that are still there. So I'm going to turn on my system, and as soon as I turn on my system, there's air that comes out. And so what's great about that is the fact that I can tell where the makeup's going to go because I know where the air is. And so wherever the air is where the makeup is. So if I feel the air from here to here, that's where the makeup's going to go. So I'm just making my movements right now, pulling back lightly on the trigger. And I only stay in spots just for a second. I don't stay there and like cover this till it's 100% covered. With Luminess, it's about making passes. It's about making, we're building that coverage. So it's not layers. And I already had the Velvet Veil on, so that does some of the work for me too. So that's going to help blur wrinkles and crinkles. Oh, that always tickles that eye. I don't know why. I did it on my lid to get rid of some of the darkness on my lid. Now I can go back to the under eyes, and I'm just building. Now this one I did spray a little bit too much, so I can go in. If I can find it real quick, and kind of pat that out before it completely dries. So sometimes that happens. It doesn't matter. We can keep going. There's always ways to correct it. All right. So now I'm going to take my shade 3, and I have a little bit of my concealer left in there, but that's fine. I can mix those two together. So I'm going to put the drops. Hold on, let me shake this a little bit more. Shake it, shake it. The concealer that I used is the CC Concealer in light beige. Now I'm using shade 3 in the Silk 4-in-1. I start at my forehead, make my passes. I'm not in a hurry, but I'm just going around the face, barely pulling back on my trigger. Yeah, Velvet Veil is definitely a must. It will help your skin look so smooth because it's going to help fill in and help blur wrinkles and crinkles, redness, pores, all of that. Again, oh, you know what? I probably need to mix that up. Again, let me pull back just a little bit so you can see. Making my passes. I keep going. One pass is not going to necessarily cover it 100%. You're going to go back to it. So if I needed to cover around my eyes a little bit more, I could go in and do that again. And then also go down my neck. I don't want that demarcation line. And keep in mind that foundation is going to even out your skin tone. So I don't want any of my redness. I don't want, you know, if you have two-tone skin, you can even that out as well. Hey, Nay. Lysandra uses the green color corrector with her foundation. She puts 2 drops in there, and that's something you can definitely do. Hey, Moozy. All right, so that's all I'm going to use there. So foundation is done. Next, what I can do is build up the, I want to create some dimension to my face. Yesterday, we did that with the matte bronzer and the, I did a matte bronzer, and actually I think I did glow in there as well. Yeah, I did glow. Let me take, let's see. We'll do glow. I'm going to do glow again, but I'm going to do glow here, and then I'm also going to use it as my brow highlight. Glow is it's a highlighter, but it's not an illuminator. Hello, Christina. So I just put a couple of drops. I don't have to rinse out my stylus. It's empty, but I don't have to clean it out. I spray a little on my hand to make sure that that's what I'm getting. Now I'm going to do it as my brow highlight, and you'll see how blended this looks, how natural it looks. It's not getting on my eyebrow. I come in a little closer because I am concentrating on one certain area, and see how you can already tell. Now I can go in and do this side because I'm going to switch back and forth until I get it where I want it, but I'm going to give each side a little break. Okay, I can even go down my nose. Hello, Lena. Now this I can put underneath my eyes because again, there's no shimmer. So if I wanted, I'm looking up, angling my stylus down, and I can highlight with this. Guys, you're spraying so light that it's very subtle. You don't want it to be too much. Because remember, you can always add. It's easier to add than it is to take away. Now I'm going to blow the rest of that out. And I wanted to see, I wish I could find the amber highlight, the amber, whoa. Let's see if it's in here. Is this it? No. I want to find the amber, what am I looking for? Amber, whatchamacallit? Amber luminizer. I found it! All right, shaking this bad boy up. Oh, Shoni, I don't know. I don't know, baby. All right, this is our amber, and this our luminizers went on sale today. So that's what I want to show you. This is the amber illuminizer. Now that we have fall coming up, it is a great one. All right, so watch this. Of course, it's going to tickle my lash. Again, giving each side a little break in between, but you can see how light I'm pulling back. Like you're barely getting anything out, because again, we want to build that up. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh no, the stylus isn't heavy at all. It's not heavy at all. Super light. I know there's others out there that are thicker and heavier, but this is super light. Isn't that gorgeous? I love that color. I know. Cindy, this would look really good on you. How would this compare to look? Adriana, that is a great question. And it definitely is comparable to those luxury brands out there, but it's unlike anything you've ever used. So if you think about it, with Luminess, we're not in any stores. So we have consultants and then we are online. And so we're able to put our money into our products because we don't have a brick and mortar store. And so we are able to put our money into our products. But Luminess airbrushing is not like anything you've ever done. It's not going to feel heavy or cakey. You're going to get full coverage. You're going to, or medium coverage or light coverage, whatever you want with one product. You can 100% cover what you need to. A lot of our products overlap. So it's finding out what is best for you and what is, you know, what works with your skin, and how you like your makeup. Because how I like my makeup might be different than you. And so it's just finding that. But I will tell you, it is not going to feel heavy or cakey. People are you're going to look 10 to 15 years younger, and people are going to notice you and not your makeup. And you'll hear me say this a lot sometimes on the weekends. I'll use regular makeup, and I'll use anything from grocery store bought or drugstore bought to high end to compare it to Luminess, and nothing does what Luminess can do, as long as you're doing it correctly. Yes, it will cover fine lines and wrinkles. We have a product called Velvet Veil that I put on at the 10 o'clock hour, and that's a blur. It's going to help blur fine lines, wrinkles, pores, redness, everything. So you can tell me like, hey, I need something for this, this, and this, and I can tell you exactly what you're going to need. But just know that it does take some getting used to. You're not going to be an expert the very first time you use it, just like you weren't an expert the very first time you used traditional makeup. So it does take some getting used to. But that's why we do these live chats. That's why I do this every single day. It's for people like you, people who have done this all along, that have questions. She says, I hate cakey around that. Me too, girl. That's my biggest pet peeve. And I just talked about that at the 11 or 10 o'clock hour, that I use a high-end foundation. And when I put it on, I looked flawless. It looked good. But by the end of the day, when I looked into my mirror, my close-up mirror, there was makeup missing, because when I smile, you'll have these lines, and it creased. It settled into those wrinkles and crinkles. With Luminess, I do not have to worry about that. I'm going to look like this the entire day. If you look at my makeup bag, the only thing I have, it's lipsticks or lip finishers or lip stain. That's all I have are lips. And so it's pretty darn amazing. So please come back. You can come back as over and over again, ask questions, get to know us. The other thing I love about it, because we do have a full line of color cosmetics as well. And so with our color cosmetics, with Luminess, is not all or nothing. So I'll take our Lion King sculpting palette, which is this one right here, and I will put traditional makeup right on top of this. So Adriana, what you'll see in just a few minutes is some of the ladies on here are going to put some emojis. It's the thumbs up, the lips, and the lipstick. Those are our consultants. What I would want you to do is reach out to one of those. Maybe it's a name you're familiar with. Maybe it's the first person you saw, whatever that case may be. Reach out to one of them, and they're going to help you. They are not supposed to reach out to you. You're supposed to reach out to them, because I don't want you to be bombarded with a bazillion people. So reach out to one of them and they will help you. Let's see. We basically have any kind of we have payment plans, and we have price points for anybody, honestly. Dark circles under the eyes, Leanne. We have We have a peach color corrector. We do have a traditional concealer, but the peach color corrector is amazing, depending on how dark they are. And peach color corrector is anybody, it can be good for any skin tone. And I'm talking my skin tone to a deeper skin tone. It doesn't matter. All right. Thank you, Donnie. All right. Boom. So there you go. I did a little bit of contouring on top of my airbrush. And even when you see our traditional makeup as well, guys, you'll see how high pigmented it is, how amazing it is. It's just amazing product. You don't have to reapply during the day. Even the traditional makeup is going to stay. It's not going anywhere. So there you go. All right, guys, we're going to finish the look at 3. Do I still have a little bit of, hold on, I'll show you something else real quick. This is what you learn playing with this. I can even apply that on my lips. This was the Amber shimmer. I know the Amber luminizer as eyes is just to die for. I'm going to put a color in the crease at the 3 o'clock because it's the bomb. Now I'm going to take the Crystal lip finisher. And apply that right on top. There you go. Can I use a cream before I put my makeup on? Yes, you can most certainly use a, if you have like a moisturizer that you use, you most certainly can. The one thing you'll want to make sure is that it's just oil-free. Definitely use oil-free just because our products are mineral and water-based, and we know what happens with oil and water. So just make sure that it's oil-free, and you most certainly can do that. We have a product that's the AM and PM serum, and I use the AM serum. I also use the Kinetic Brightening Serum before I airbrush, and there you go. All right, we're going to finish the look. I'm not done yet. We're going to finish the look at 3, so I hope you all can come back and finish the look. So we'll put on some lashes. We talked about that earlier. So I'll put on lashes. I'll finish my eyes. We'll probably do a little bit more to the cheeks, and we'll go from there. All right, great talking to you all. Thank you so much for joining us, and I'll see you back at 3. Bye for now.